Today we are going to discuss about the projection of the body from the top of the tower. The projection of the body from top of the tower. So for that we consider a tower of height h meters. A tower of height h meters. From the top of the tower we are projecting a body vertically upwards. With how much velocity? U velocity. With vertically upwards with a velocity U. So now after what time the body reaches the ground? After what time the body reaches the ground? That we have to find. For that here I am taking the factors. Vertically projected from the top of the tower, body projected, vertically projection of the vertical projection of the body from top of the tower. You can mention that vertical projection of the body from the top of the tower. So now here A is equal to minus G, vertically upwards, initial velocity is their time. But I want to get the displacement. What is the displacement traveled by the body? This is the initial position. From this position we are projecting the body upwards, and then which is coming downwards. Nothing but from this point which is going x distance upwards and x distance downwards. X displacement upward, x displacement downwards. X displacement upwards I am considering like positive x. X displacement downwards I am considering like negative x. And also h displacement again downwards means that I am taken as minus h. Plus x minus x plus x minus h. Now the total displacement is goes to plus x minus h. Plus minus will be cancelled. Then h is equal to simply how much? Minus h. Displacement is equal to minus h. Now we have acceleration, initial velocity, time, and as well as a displacement. Just to substitute these all values in the expression, then you can get minus h is equal to ut minus half gt square. Minus h is equal to ut minus half gt square. So then we can write the expression as half gt square minus ut minus h is equal to 0. Half gt square minus ut minus h is equal to 0. Just put means this is the equation, look like quadratic equation. The quadratic equation means we can able to write ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is equal to g by 2, b is equal to minus u, c is equal to minus h. A is equal to z by 2, b is equal to minus u, c is equal to minus h. Let's write the coordinates coefficients of the equation. So for that x equal to minus b plus r minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is the general formula. General formula to get the coefficients. So now see here, b is equal to how much? Minus u. C is equal to how much? Minus h. A is equal to how much? G by 2. Just put all values in this expression. Instead of x I am taking a t because our requirement is time. So let's see here what we are getting. T is equal to minus b. Minus b is nothing but u. Minus of minus u, that is goes to plus u. Plus r minus under root b square minus 4ac. B square means minus u square, that is goes to plus u square. Minus 4 into a value g by 2 into c value minus h by 2g. So means g 2 to cancel, then t is equal to u plus r minus under root u square plus 2gh by g. U square plus 2gh by g. But I can say that here u t is equal to, t is not actually here u by g. If you are writing the value u by g plus r minus under root u square plus 2gh by g means one time we have to write plus. Next time we are writing t is equal to u by g minus under root u square plus 2gh by g. Actually two times we are getting. but which is true? Which is true? So see here, this is the top of the tower. From the top of the tower, we are projecting vertically upwards, means which reaches some maximum height. The time taken by the body to reach the maximum height is nothing but time of ascent. The time taken by the body to reach the maximum height, time of ascent, how much? U by G. From here, again the body is coming to the same level of projection. How much time? U by G. And then here some additional time. How much? U square plus 2GH. So that means here the particle is taking the time more than U by G. Means here time is must be greater than U by G. But here T is less than U by G. Na? So when T is less than U by G, means the particle is taking less than time of ascent. So this is not possible. So that's why not this expression. Then what is the time? The time you have to take T is equal to U by G plus under root U square plus 2GH by G. Because here T, which is greater than time of ascent. Let's see one similar application. Frequently asking question, but we can say that similar application it is to it. Similar application. What is that? Here we consider a balloon. A balloon is rising upwards. Is rising upwards with a velocity u. With a velocity u. And when which is at a height h from the ground, when which is at a height h from the ground, balloon, when which is at a height h from the ground, a object is dropped from the balloon. A object is dropped. So actually we know balloon, the balloon is going upwards. When this is at a height h from the ground, there is a height h from the ground, so the balloon is going upwards only. So from the balloon we drop an object. From the balloon we dropped an object. How much time taken by the object to reach the ground? That is the question. How much time taken by the object to reach the ground? That is the question. So see here. So this is the balloon. From the balloon we drop the object. So when you are dropping, what is the velocity of the object? When you are going to drop, what is the velocity of the object? Can you say? Yes, the velocity of the object is equal to velocity of the balloon. Velocity of the object is equal to velocity of the balloon. In which direction balloon is moving? Upwards. Then the body also moving in upwards. When we are going to drop, when we are going to drop at that time, when we are going to drop at that time. So when we are going to drop at that time, the balloon is moving upwards. Along with the balloon, the body also moving upwards. Yes or no? Yes. So along with the balloon, the body also moving upwards. You drop the object. That means at that time the body is having initial velocity u in which direction? Upward direction. Upward direction. And it is going some maximum height. It reaches the maximum height. And again which starts to fall. Again which starts to fall. See here how the situation, balloon is going upwards. When the balloon is going, when a balloon is at a height h from the ground, at that time we drop an object. We dropped an object. When you are drop an object, so during the dropping means when we are going to drop, at that time the balloon is having initial velocity u in upward direction. Balloon is having initial velocity u in upward direction. Initial velocity u in upward direction means the body also having initial velocity u in upward direction, right? Yes, of course. So then the body is moving upwards, reaches the maximum height, and again coming down. So how this is the situation? It is look like a something top of the tower. From the top of the tower, a body is projected vertically upwards. How much time taken to reach the ground? How much time taken to reach the ground? Yes, how much time? T is equal to u by g plus under root u square plus 2gh by g. U square plus 2gh by g, which is similar to the previous case. So what is that? Body vertical projection from the top of the tower. See once again, a balloon is rising upwards with a constant velocity u. when the balloon is at a height h from the ground. When the balloon is at a height h from the ground, an object is dropped from the balloon. An object is dropped from the balloon. Then how much time taken? Time taken to reach the ground. Time taken to reach the ground. To reach the ground. To reach the ground. How much time taken to reach the ground? Yes, this much time. U by G plus under root U square plus 2GH by G. So this much time, because this is look like the body projected from the top of the tower vertically upwards. And we have one more example for this, one more application of this vertical projection. One more application of this vertical projection. So when we are dropping it, when we are projecting the body from the top of the tower vertically upwards, same case to the balloon is rising and we are dropping the object. Both are same cases. So let's see here one more application, important and as well as very easy. Here what I am doing, I am projecting the body from the top of the tower vertically upwards and as well as vertically downwards and freely falls. So then how the situation is? See here what we are considering? We are considering 2 or 3 towers. Better to consider like that. 3 towers of equal height. 3 towers of equal height. First tower of height h. Second tower also height h. Third tower also height h. No doubt in that. 3 towers of same height h, right? Equal. Now from the first tower, this is first tower I am giving name, second tower and third tower, same height h meters. This is also h meters. From the first tower I am projecting the body vertically upwards. Here in this case vertically upwards. Vertically upwards, and the time taken by the body to reach the ground is given as t1 seconds. Means from here to here how much time is taken? t1 seconds. With how much velocity? U velocity vertically upwards. The time taken by the body to reach the ground is t1 seconds. From the second tower, with the same velocity, the body is projecting downwards. How much velocity? U velocity only. With U velocity, we are projecting upwards. With the same velocity, we are projecting downwards. From where? From the same tower. Now the time taken is t2 seconds. See here, this is vertically upwards and this is vertically downwards. Projecting vertically downwards. Here we are projecting vertically upwards, means the body is going like this and then coming. Here directly coming. In the third case, means again same tower is not changed, same height. Body is dropped freely. Then how much time taken to reach the ground? Yes, how much? Tell me. Half gt square. H is equal to half gt square. Then t is equal to under root 2h by g, sir. Hey, that is okay. But if that is the answer, then what is the use of this? No. Now you require the answer in terms of T1, T2, T3. So the T3 answer in terms of T1, T2 and H value in terms of T1, T2. H value in terms of T1, T2 and also the T3 value in terms of T1, T2. That is the question. And this is freely false. So see the situation. So first of all, I am trying to get here how much time is there. See here, with what velocity we are projecting? With u velocity. Again the body is coming to the same point. With what velocity? The body is again coming to the same point? Yes, with same velocity, because the velocity of projection is equal to velocity of striking now. If there is it is the ground, then the body is coming, our body is striking with u velocity only na? Yes or no? Yes. That means here the body is going with u velocity, right? Are you getting my point? Here we are projecting with u velocity. Again the body crosses the same point with u velocity, because velocity of projection, you may say that minus, say as minus, upwards is equal to downwards. Upwards is equal to downwards. That means with what velocity you are projecting, again the body reaches the ground with same velocity. With what velocity you are projecting, again the body reaches with the same velocity. Means velocity of projection is equal to velocity of striking. Velocity of projection is equal to, this total time is at t1 seconds. From here to here only t2 seconds. Then what is the time difference here? Yes, this total time is a t1, from here to here t2, total time t1, here to here t2, nothing but the time difference. This time difference is equal to, you can say that t1 minus t2. See here, this time is a t2 here, and this total time is a t1. Then what is the time difference? t1 minus t2. t1 minus t2 is equal to, we can say the time of flight up to here, yeah, time of flight. Yes, of course, time of flight, the time taken by the body to reach the ground, the time taken by the vertically projected body to reach the point of projection. Ground is nothing but point of projection only, na? Yes, time of flight. How much? t1 minus t2 is equal to t. With what velocity you are projected? With u velocity. With u velocity. Nothing but t1 minus t2 is equal to, t value how much? Yes, 2u by g. You are doing well. T is equal to how much? tu by g, because time of flight, the time taken by the body to reach the ground. Ground is nothing but point of projection. Here ground is not this one. How much? 2u by g. Then take the value of u. U is equal to, what you can able to take? U is equal to g by 2 into t1 minus t2. G by 2 into t1 minus t2. U is equal to g by 2 into t1 minus t2. So how much? What is that? Initial velocity of the projection. Initial velocity of the projection. Now what you want? What you want? I want the height of the tower and also the t3 value. To get the height of the tower, you can write the displacement equation for both. The third one, first one you can write minus h is equal to ut minus half gt square here. T1. Second one, what we can able to write? Second one also important. We are projecting the body downwards with what velocity? U velocity. Acceleration also plus g or minus g? Plus g. For this, because we are projecting, so that is goes to h is equal to ut2 plus half g t3 square. Sorry, t2 square. So see the difference between these two. Here projecting upwards and displacement negative. Here projecting downwards. So that's why ut2 plus half g2, because time is different. Now you can put the value of u in any one of the expression. Any one, your wish. I am taking equation 1 only. This is take equation 1 and this is take equation 2, equation 3. Substitute equation 1 in 2. Equation 1 you can substitute in equation 2. Equation 1 you can substitute in equation 2. So if you are substituting, then minus h is equal to u value g by 2 into t1 minus t2 into t1 minus half g t1 square. Half g t1 square. Then minus h is equal to, so you can multiply this g by 2 and as well as this inside t1 into t1 square minus g by 2 into t1 t2 minus half g t1 square. Half g t1 square cancelled. Then minus h is equal to minus g by 2 into t1 minus gets cancelled. Then h is equal to half g t1 h is equal to half g t1 T2. What is that? Height of the tower. Height of the tower. How much? Half G. T1, T2. Yes, you got it. Height of the tower in terms of T1, T2. Here also U value in terms of T1, T2. Now we want to get the value of T3 in terms of, yes, T1, T2. So see here again, take for the freely falling body. For freely falling body, U is equal to 0. Then how much time? H is equal to what we are doing? U T3 plus half G T3 square. So that means you are getting H is equal to half G T3 square. But from equation 4, we know that we know that H is equal to half G T1 T2. Just equating both. If you are equating, then half G T3 square equal to half G T1 T2. Half G cancelled. Then T3 is equal to under root T1 T2. T3 is equal to under root T1 T2. So simplification of this. So one is vertically projected body, another one is vertically projected upwards, upward projection. One is downward projection, and other one is, or the last one is, freely falling. Then the time relation with the T1 T2, H with the T1 on this gravity conditions. So what is that application? See here, we consider a body is projected from the ground. A body projected from the ground which crosses, body projected from the ground, listen carefully, body projected from the ground which crosses the same point H, two times in the interval of T1 and T2. In the interval of T1 and T2 means from here to here they mention the time as T1, and from here to here they mention as the time as T2. This total time means same height it can crosses two times. Same height it can cross two times. Once again see the question. A tower means a body is projected from the ground. For example, you can see here this is the means some point I am projecting the body upwards. See the situation. Yes, which is crosses two times. Right. Which is crosses two times. See here. Array. See here. So this is the point here. Now see I am projecting it. How? See. Not that. Yes, now see. So when which is going upward, one time it is crossing, and again when which is coming downwards, again one time it is crossing. Upward one time, downward one time. Upward one time, downward one time. So this upward T1, downward also from the ground, how much time taken? T2 time. Groundward also how much time taken? T2 time. Now what about the height of the point? H value we have to get. And what about the U value? I value and U value, both H value and as well as this value we need to get. You need to get. So see here, simply first of all you can take total time. From here to here T1 seconds. From here to here T2 seconds. Means how much time this one? This is also take T1 time now. How much time is going upwards? Same time is coming downwards. Means the time of flight equal to what we can say that? Time of flight. Time of flight is equal to T. T is equal to, sorry, time of flight equal to T1 plus T2. Actually time of flight formula 2U by G. 2U by G. So then U is equal to, yes, G T by 2. What is the value of T? The value of T is T1 plus T2. The value of T is T1 plus T2. And now this is the velocity of projection. This is the velocity of projection. Next, height, you have to find the value of h. So to find the value of h, so what we will do here, this value we need to get. So generally, how much time taken to get the body to the ground? How much time taken? T1 time. How much displacement? H is equal to h displacement with what initial velocity you are projecting? Half g t1 plus t2. Half g t1 plus t2. And how much time taken is nothing but I am considering t1 time, is body we are projecting from the ground. How much time taken to cover this displacement is a t1 time. How much time taken to cover this displacement, and that displacement we are going to calculate. Then s is equal to ut plus half g t square. Ut plus half gt square. So time is I am considering as a t1. And s is equal to, you can take it as h. So minus or plus, here minus because vertically upwards. Then put the u value how much? G by 2, half t1 plus t2 into t1 minus half g t1 square. Then h is equal to g by 2 t1 square plus g by 2 t1 t2 minus g by 2 t1 square plus g1 square minus both will be cancelled. Then height is equal to g by 2, means after this height, means at this height that is travels same point t1 and t2. T1 and T2 means this is the height. At this height it can travel same height, actually it can travel 2 times. What are that? G by T1 and T2. G by T1 and, as well as easy problem based on this method only. A bullet is fired vertically upwards from the ground. It reaches the 40 meters height in its path from the ground. Bullet is fired vertically upwards from the ground. It reaches 40 meters height in its path from the ground. It reaches 40 meters height in its path from the ground. It takes further 2 seconds to reach the same point, which takes further 2 seconds, means next to 2 seconds to reach the same point during descent, when which is coming downwards, again which take 2 seconds. The total time of flight is how much? Total time of flight is how much? How much? 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 6 seconds and 8 seconds. And it is in the question JEE Mains. Here not exactly, but it is comes in JEE Mains one times. So see here. So first of all, try to take that body. A bullet is fired vertically upwards. We don't know with what velocity they are projecting. They are with what velocity they are fired. We don't know. And reaches the 40 meters height, which reaches 40 meters height. So first take this. From the ground, how much height? 40 meters. And again from here, which is taking 2 minutes 2 seconds actually. 2 seconds, further 2 seconds to, means this time is nothing but 2 seconds. This time is nothing but 2 seconds. During the descent, means which is again crossing the same height after 2 seconds. Then what is the requirement? What is the time of flight? What is the time of flight? Total time of flight. So you may think that h is equal to ut plus half at square we can able to apply, but you don't know what is u. What is the velocity, we don't know. So that's why not able to apply that. But you can able to do one thing. Here if you are considering initial velocity u, and here I am considering final velocity v. Is it possible to find the value of v or not? Is it possible to find the value of v or not? Yes, you can. How? You know from here to here how much time? 2 seconds. That you can treat it like their time of flight, because it is crossing the same point now. Here the total time is equal to, I am considering 2 seconds, that is equal to 2v by g. 2v by g means to cross the same point how much time is taken? Yes, 2v by g. 2 to cancel. Then v is equal to 10 meter per second. where when which crosses the 40 meters point, what is the velocity of the bullet? 10 meter per second. Velocity of the bullet is 10 meter per second. Then try to get the value of u. You know v, and as well as displacement and as well as acceleration. Try to get the value of v. Generally we know that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Our requirement is u square. V square minus u square is equal to minus 2gh. So generally our requirement is u square, that is equal to v square plus 2gh. V square plus 2gh. Put the value of v square. Then u is equal to u square equal to 10 square 100 plus 2 g value 10 h value 40. Then u square equal to 900. U is equal to 30 meter per second. 30 meter per second. Now you require the total time of flight. Total time of flight. You know the initial velocity of projection, how much you got? 30 meter per second. Then the total time of flight t is equal to 2u by g. Then t is equal to into 30. How much time you will get? 6 seconds. What is the time of flight? Is 6 seconds.